One of the things that I'm so proud of when it comes to Catholic Charities is their motto, caring beyond belief.
The actual mission is three-pronged, Catholic Charities it is. The first is direct service, and we serve all persons regardless of race, creed, religion, lifestyle, etc., with the emphasis on the economically poor and the vulnerable. We don't just do direct service because that doesn't address systemic change as well. So we do a lot of advocacy with our local governments, with state government, with federal government, etc., to try to really ferret out the underlying cause of many of the injustices that people have to suffer from. And then lastly, we know that we can't do it alone. So collaboration with other entities, faith communities, other organizations, etc., is very large for us. And so it's that three-pronged: direct service, advocacy, and collaboration.
Working and partnering with other faith communities has been a privilege and a pleasure, but also a mandate in helping to bring about these core values for which we believe so strongly.
And it really was in the mid-70s to late 70s that the CEO, who was the daughter of a charity, Sister Serena Branson, wanted, and she started in 1971, and she started to really form initiatives to bring the charity services beyond the capital region.
I worked for many years with Sister Maureen Joyce, who was the founder of Community Maternity Services in 1971. It was a residence for pregnant and parenting teenagers, with an emphasis on helping young women who wanted to keep their children, as well as helping young women who wanted to make an adoption plan. During that time, she became aware of a border baby crisis that was happening in New York City. It was women who were drug addicted having babies, and then the mother would leave the hospital and the babies would remain.
Sister Maureen started plans to open a group home, but it would be a transitional home. The idea wasn't to open an orphanage and keep these kids, but it was to bring them in, get them stabilized medically, care for them, and then try and place them in foster homes.
Within a couple of months, we licensed 100 foster families throughout the 14 counties of the Catholic Diocese and placed children with them.
When people come in looking for a better place to live, we say, what's wrong with where you are right now? And why don't we get that fixed up? They say, oh, you can't fight City Hall, and you can't do this and landlord that. So we would get people together to meet with us in the evening at Providence House, which is a small little storefront, and then we'd share stories about it. And that led to deciding what approaches we wanted to take.
And that was the beginning of United Tenants.
In the rural counties, we do a lot of basic needs, food pantry, thrift shop, utilities, emergencies.
One of the challenges that we faced was to help people not only have their needs met, but to empower them so they could be advocates for themselves.
Today, 55% of families in this diocese who are headed up by a woman are in poverty. So this need continues more than ever, really.
Now, Catholic Charities is committed to addressing the needs of society at large, regardless of a person's religious background or of no religious background. And we very often are the ones who are dealing with those who fall through the cracks, so to speak. And I think this is something of which we can take great pride.